One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Play action on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes a grab for a big play. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's fired. Finds his man, it's Stanley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. He stops short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got room to work. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Dropping back, it's fired. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Stanley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback making checks. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it on the outside. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw again. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's fired. Quarterback moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Dumps it off to the flats. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Reads it, fires complete. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To throw, it's fired. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Tulane right back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Gain of 30. That's a first down for the offense.
We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Tulane 7, West Virginia 3.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Toss to the outside. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a 3rd down.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Flips it out in the flat. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Splits the uprights. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Motion from the back. To the air, it's fired. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get him to the 33. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
Got it in the middle with Stanley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Now he's going to break the pocket. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Mountaineers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. They send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Callow. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw. It's fired. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Unloads quickly. Fights off a defender. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. trying to seal the edge on the right. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big third down. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Breaks into the open.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's fired. Finds us back in the middle. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. Grabbed behind the line. It's Callow. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense, forcing the turnover. You already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. And they can't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And it'll be down right there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to pass. It's Meyer. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the...
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Now I can make it more accurate.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the catch on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Meyer. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. The quick out. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pick off! What a play by this defense. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's fired. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It would have been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. Plucks it out of the air. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll toss it to the left. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
With the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Third down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal.
First and goal, Tulane.
Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's fired. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He'll do it himself.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Tulane just a few inches away might take a shot on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They'll try to get outside. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Northwestern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air, it's Byard. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. He'll take the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Scanning the field, it's fired. They're working that left side. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They have the lead in a two-possession game, and oddly lining up for an onside kick. They'll immediately call timeout. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back to pass, it's fired. It's complete to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Back open in the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tulane. How about this defense taking one back to the house? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Rushes on him. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.
This brings up 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning it on.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.